back.
The crooked man.
Sì, ma la comunità si tratta di 4 individui. Pensavo un po' più di gente.
Are you okay?
4
It's
stupidi.
been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the crooked man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Grazie.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my
Fa
sister.
troppo ridere, barba blu.
Where the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made them.
Do I have to explain the
Esatto.
situation to you?
No,
Wait a
sei il
minute. So you're
mandante.
saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished.
Ma
There's
te
no need-
sei il mandante, porca
We'll deal with
puttana.
it later, but right
Lui è il
now you're the
sicario,
one I'm
cioè.
concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that
Ecco,
perfectly
brava.
clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Già.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order.
Esatto.
Inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie.
Aia.
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to
Di
say?
essere un altezzoso coglione.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
It's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
Sì, infatti
all know who
continua,
you
stai
are. We know
continuando,
what you've
perché
done.
Give it up
continui?
already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
Right.
more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees.
Certo.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Give me a break. You're so full of shit.
Well, I thought we could discuss this like civilized people. but apparently
For
that isn't
fuck's
going
sake.
to happen.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save some...
La folla prende in considerazione il punto di Crooked Man. Ma che cazzo dici?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Esatto.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and...
Un attimo. Quindi chi cazzo ha ucciso? Cioè, quelle ragazze, non c'ha alcun senso. Cioè, George ha detto che gli aveva domandato lui, quindi è esatta questa cosa. Ma il perché? Cioè, il fine ultimo non capisco qual è.
You kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Certo, per avere 9 schiavi.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
È
You got my
schiavizzata.
tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
Non mi piace come stanno girando le cose.
My tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe.
Esatto.
Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What
Esatto.
choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
Quindi non bisognava
But
bruciare
believe
l'albero.
me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Esatto.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The
Esatto.
crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Esatto. Ricordate? Lily, sorella tua.
You're all
Grazie,
still
bestia.
afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over.
Oh,
and
Mastro
those
Lindo,
girls
Heisenberg.
will have their justice.
Ah, pure la vecchia. Siamo un popolo molto ristretto, col macellaio che ha vessato.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
E vabbè.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke.
Sì, è che ci deve essere.
Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
Ah,
What do you
esatto.
mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Esatto.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder. Since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to ask me.
Me. It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby
Yo!
and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody?
Oddio, mi stanno rigirando contro tutte le cose.
While under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never
Non è
happened.
vero, l'ha detto Georgie davanti a
Killed
me.
Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children,
Ma
too
che cazzo?
stupid to command your own
Si
destiny?
sta rigirando
Not
contro
me.
tutti.
Who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me,
I-
dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a
Eccola.
moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
Tanto adesso puoi parlare, no?
Really don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons.
Ma ora...
But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Esatto.
I found Vivian's body.
E ora puoi
kill her?
parlare.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her
E
own
ora
life.
parlerai e
I'm
ci sarà
sorry, I
un'accusa.
don't think I know
Narissa. My name is Narissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms...
He made
Ah.
Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next.
Questo è del
So quick to
pifferaio.
latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Esatto, processo,
Well done then.
punito,
Now, for your sentence.
We
imbustato.
don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
No, che gli vuoi
We
fare?
can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt
Ma
anyone.
perché?
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
Sì,
That's not
certo.
good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't get
bloodshed
it.
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you answered this thing yourself.
Ah, mettiamo le voti?
Make it democratic.
Viva la
Do you really
democrazia.
think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
No.
He was appointed. He's the only official representative,
No.
really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's
it's...
what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Strappagli la testa, lancialo nel pozzo, rinchiudilo. Oddio, oddio, che scelte, che scelte. Vediamo, rinchiudilo. No, non mi piace, l'ha detto la vecchia pazza che era collusa, che faceva le magie di coso. Cioè, via nel pozzo. No, strappargli la testa sarebbe
Teach him a fucking
fantastico.
lesson.
No.
He has to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Addirittura. Non stavo scegliendo. E vabbè.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Think of me when you try to sleep. Finish it, Sheriff.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
Ah,
You're going to miss me.
buon voyage.
No, I won't.
Certo, strappargli la testa. No, basta, io voglio strappare la testa.
And faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
No, che è finita così. Oh. Certo, poteva essere rinchiuso e quant'altro, ma... Vabbè, dai. Voi fate la vostra scelta, vedete bene.
Hi, Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Ma chi è?
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Barba blu.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Questi vanno in giro così
I'm
tranquilli.
going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
Ma gli ho dato i soldi.
Got these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Oops.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have
Stalked
something.
him.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
Ma chi è
What's
che ha
it like
paura?
at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Ciao, Rospetti.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Ah. Haha.
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Aia.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Quindi...
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay?
E quindi...
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Quindi sono morte per colpa
I didn't
tua.
want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
No, non l'allontanare. Mo sorridi.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against
Ormai,
you.
ciao,
I know
crooked
he
man.
ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
Grande.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith.
No, è così
Or
triste.
Lily. Nobody cares about us.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Ma dai, solo dopo un giorno, non
Things
ti
are always
abbattere.
different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town.
Già.
Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
L'ultima che me l'ha detto mi sa che ha fatto una bruttissima fine.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something. I
Feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Seguila. Oddio.
I'll see you around. Wolf.
Oddio. Cos'è questo panico? Perché la scelta di seguirla o no e queste cose che rimbombano nella testa? Cioè, in poche parole, quella non sarebbe lei? Sarebbe un'altra persona? Oddio, oddio, c'è dell'altro. Che hai fatto? Left Georgie die, quindi ancora scelta di minoranza. La maggior parte l'ha portato vivo. Il 40% l'ha tirato nel pozzo. Quindi chissà che ha fatto la maggioranza, se gli ha staccato la testa o meno. Beh, certo, c'era pure da rifiutarlo. I hope I've done something good here. Ottimo. Wow ragazzi, wow, che scelte, che scelte. E adesso? Statistiche speciali. Ah, figata, tutte quelle che ho fatto. Gli ho mentito sull'aver visto Bella fuori dalla porta. Non è vero, ero stato neutrale, mi ricordo. Gli ho offerto protezione, gli ho dato un drink. L'ho evitato a vedere lo schiaffeggiato, va benissimo. L'ho riportato al pozzo delle streghe. L'hai ucciso, ha fatto benissimo. Sì, gli ho dato i soldi, l'ho lasciato morire. Questo non volevo farlo. Ho bruciato il suo albero, va bene. Ho finto di essere il taglialegna, sì. Ho denunciato per furto, beh, bravissimo. E vabbè. Ho mostrato la fotografia che ho scattato Crane. Man vivo. Ho scelto di aspettarlo. Ho difeso quando noi volevamo mandarlo alla fattoria. Aiutate i soldi. Wow. Allora ragazzi, qua è finito The Wolf Among Us. Il finale apertissimo proprio lascia intendere un seguito che sarò felice di portare avanti. Per adesso potete farvi tutta una tirata e sarà appena tradotto nei link trovate la descrizione della traduzione. È facilissimo, basta sostituire dei file nella cartella di salvataggio. Per il resto spero vi sia piaciuto. Continueranno altre serie e niente, a me è molto piaciuta questi giochi della Telltale Games, insomma sono molto carini, anche se non lasciano ampio margine di decisionalità, però sono molto fatti bene, soprattutto le storie sono molto avvincenti, come quello di The Walking Dead che io seguo ma non ho mai giocato. E per adesso aspettatevi altre serie, ce ne stanno in arrivo almeno un altro paio, alcune da fare con l'online, e poi sempre DayZ che però richiede molto editing video perché, come vi ho già spiegato durante un commentary, insomma ci sono tantissimi tempi morti e quindi il materiale da vedere e da registrare, da visionare, insomma è parecchio. Poi ci sono delle novità, insomma degli aggiornamenti che sono stati fatti e si vedrà qualcosa, però in realtà vorrei andare avanti con qualche altra serie, magari fare semplicemente anche delle recensioni se voi vorrete, insomma, partecipare, dire sì, ok, questa cosa mi piace o meno, possiamo farne delle serie, magari farvi vedere meglio, però per adesso ho un paio di recensioni in mente, quindi il resto si vedrà. Grazie a tutti per aver seguito questa serie e ciao a tutti ragazzi.